Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the AEW Dark Review for the 6th of April 2021. Once again, I feel like a broken record, but good stuff on the show mixed with utter just confusion as to why it needs to be there. They did cut down on many of the match lengths this time, although one wonders why the heck you have to have so many matches if, well, you're just going to cut things down and make them short. The good news is that this program was shorter than previous versions of Dark and Elevation, but they don't need to have literally, 20 people per show or 30 people or whatever it is. Taz and Excalibur on commentary, and I mean, I'm not a fan of the whole Excalibur thing. I made that perfectly clear. That's not changing anytime soon. Dark Order, Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and Alex Reynolds defeats Jake St. Patrick, Sage Scott, and Chandler Hopkins in 3 minutes. Don't know why that's there. In terms of it, just feels like it's here for the sake of being here. Reynolds is the only person in this process that has any real long-term potential, at least from what I can see. Hopkins put the Dark Order in a situation where they get the victory. There's a whole bunch of multi-person, matches this year that are kind of pointless. 3 minutes, and it is what it is. Team Taz, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, Powerhouse Harps, with hooks against Brick Aldridge, uh, Justin Law, and Hayden Backlund. Cage is opening the contest, dominates Law and Aldridge. Cage tags into Hobbs, and Hobbs basically destroys his opponent, including a spine buster. Starks intercepts a tag meant for Cage, and there's a little bit of detention between the two of them. Backlund is, kind of just there. Cage and Starks, maybe as a feud, could be interesting. Backlund comes off the top rope and turns into a Rochambeau from Ricky Starks. Starks is one of the better talents they've had and picked up in these whole Dark Elevation style matches. Tags in Cage, and Cage finishes him off with a drill claw. Team Taz probably has won about 60 matches with the multi-person jobber concept. Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy, with everybody's favorite mini midget Marco Stunt, defeats Rex Lawless and Dean Alexander in about 1 3/4 minutes. Jurassic Express has a match with Bear Country tomorrow on Dynamite. Bear Country being on Dynamite drives me insane because it's not necessary. They are featured here because somehow someone in AEW thinks that you feature them on a YouTube show before you put them on national TV, and that makes a difference. Lawless does okay with his opponent in Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus does kind of turn things around, hits a kick, and Jungle Boy flows in with a elbow strike to the back of the dome and gets a win. Ryan Nemeth with JD Drake defeating Fuego del Sol in 6:06. Not needing to go this long. I don't know why this isn't more like a 3-minute match like the rest have been, but that's just here nor there. Nemeth and Cesar Bononi had a disagreement. Nemeth recruits Drake as his second wingman. Drake arrives. Griff Garrison and Marco Stunt come out as part of the vlog crew. This is goofy. We don't need more stables. We need less Jurassic ones. And then there's, wow, it just, why? Del Sol comes off the ropes, hits a springboard. Nemeth catches him with a drop kick and finishes him with a neck breaker. It was fine. Butcher with Private Party, Blade and Bunny, where's Matt Hardy, defeats John Cruz in 40 seconds. So it took him longer to get to the ring than it did to have the match. Butcher out here is unnecessary. He hits a flight migration into back suplex into a Uranagi into a 40-second match. Sea Stars Ashley Vox and Demi Echo defeating Vet Vixen and Jasmine Allure in 4.5 minutes. Sea Stars have some potential here. Vox and Echo are sisters. Vet Vixen hits a Michinoku driver on Echo for near fall. Stars managed to make up for last week's loss. Echo hits an exploder and Vox comes off the top with a senton for the win. It was fine. Max Caster raps. He basically makes fun of Hangman Page. I think this is good use of Caster, although obviously he's going to lose to Page, but he can have a good showing. And then he pokes fun at Page. He basically says Page has no friends. He destroys a childhood or a carousel horse with a chair. That's kind of funny. Red Velvet and Kylan King with Big Swole, which means another stable, this time a female version, defeating Maddie Wondrowski and Vipress 5.5 minutes. There's no reason for this to go this long. King and Velvet are fine. King hits the Kingdom Falls on Vipress. Velvet follows up with a chef's kiss, gets the win. King has some impressive talents, but there's no need for her to be on this when we're already this far into the show. Jade Cargill is rounding out the women's division, and they do need more, I guess, impressive-looking women's. J.D. Drake with Ryan Nemeth defeats Baron Black at 5.25 minutes. Drake gets a win. I like Drake. Vader Bomb, which could have been a finisher but isn't, gets 2 count. And then Drake looks like he is having the time of his life. He's been around for probably a decade and a half. Finally getting some national pub. Anyway, Black comes back, makes a momentarily competitive match, and Drake obviously has a TNT title match tomorrow with Darby Allin. Hits a running flying boot, kind of like a Claymore kick. Drake calls, hits a Tar Heel, and there we go. Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss is talented. Joey Janela, I know. Can we have him do commercials for Ab Flexor, the before version? Anyway, Casey Navarro and Adam Fry are their opponents. Just under 3 minutes. Series of splashes on Fry. Navarro runs in. Hits a Death Valley driver on Janela. Kiss hits the stunner on Fry. Janela comes off the top rope with an elbow for the win. This is called Greetings from Asbury Park. Poor Bam Bam Bigelow would be very dismayed that he's even in the same business as, or was in the same business, R.I.P., as Joey Janela. Matt Sydal with Mike Sydal defeats Mike Magnum in another match that goes less than a minute, actually less than 45 seconds. Sydal hits a lightning spiral for the win. Excalibur basically sits over in the corner and has a sugar rush about how quick the match went, and it was just sad. Anyway, we find out that Matt Hardy, with the Hardy Family Office, defeating Very Morales wasn't out here because I guess he had a match to prepare for. Both these guys were on Elevation last night. There's no reason for them to come out twice. Also, no reason to have a 2-minute match. Darby Allin was watching the match from the rafters. Double underhook choke and body scissors by Hardy gets him the win. Post-match, Hardy cuts a promo on Darby Allin. Hardy calls Allin a sellout and promised to take his TNT title. What did he sell out exactly? Anyway, Bear Country defeats the Hybrid 2 in almost 7.5 minutes. I know people like this Bear Country thing. I think they are unique and in a couple of years could be something, but there's absolutely no reason for them to be this pushed this quickly. Bear Country has a match against Jurassic Express. Bear Boulder throws Jack Evans to the floor off a basic tie-up. Evans comes back with a drop kick, but runs into a boot. Evans tries to escape a power slam and does with an eye rake. And Helico comes in and power slams him instead. Bear Bronson gets tagged. Evans hits him with a kick from the top. Evans gets a blind tag to Angelico, and they tie up Bronson in the ropes and attack the leg. Boulder gets tagged, toss Hybrid 2 around like absolutely nothing. Boulder comes in and hits a Samoan drop, fallaway slam combination. Bear Country then hits the Bear Bomb for the win. Not a bad show, but honestly, excuse me, over half of this could have been skipped. I covered about a 90-minute show in under 12 minutes. That'll tell you how impactful these shows are. Anyway, till next time, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment.